the Cavs, we gotta let them know. They got it with a ship for bees. They got it with a ship for bees. Falling like the Cavs, we gotta let them know. Cavs, we on. Peacock, we on. The Antoine broadcast.
Yo, happy hump day. Welcome all listeners and viewers. Welcome to this episode of the Antoine Spivey Show. Appreciate y'all for joining in on YouTube. Continue to keep supporting the YouTube channel. Subscribe to get more content like y'all about to receive today. Of course, me giving these two fellas right here with me in the building they issue. Kills the truth and Peacock. What's good, fellas?
What's good, my brother?
What's going on?
Not much. Also, continue to keep watching and supporting the Diva Spivey Media Network, man. We doing good, man. Just to let y'all know real quick, you know, we've been up and running for like 3 months now. And everything been going on the up as far as the network. So big ups to y'all too as well. For doing all making this happen. Continue to keep being my proteges and allow me to keep continuing to just stump y'all week after week. Year after year, you know.
Hey, like I said,
you already have some fun today.
My outlook, like I said, you can be all you want to be. You know, be the best you. I am not talking until I win my chip. When I win my chip, that's it.
Oh, well, you about to be quiet for a long ass time then. You about to be real quiet for a long ass time.
If it is, then we'll soon find out.
Yeah, we definitely gonna find out. Everybody, man, go ahead and get your favorite beverage. Get ready for this nice hot show we got for y'all today, man. We about to have some fun. We got a lot. We gonna get into some NFL, some NBA, some Major League Baseball. And like I said, of course, me coming out on top after giving these two co-hosts of mine their issue. With that being said, y'all ready to get this in, fellas?
Let's go.
All right, we gonna start off. Russ finally made his decision the other day, choosing the Giants over the Cleveland Browns. Do y'all feel like that was a good decision for Russ? And why do y'all think he chose? I already know what Kill's gonna say. Why he chose the Giants over the Browns? And what's next for Cleveland now that Russ have went to the Giants? Talk to me, Peacock.
I think he probably did what was best for him, as far as probably money wise. You know, we was able to pay him a little bit, but we couldn't give him as much as the Giants could.
Look at what, $21 million for 1 year, right?
Yeah, for 1 year.
They gave him 10.5 guarantee for 1 year and 21 million in incentives. You got to reach some type of incentives.
So in a sense, still that 21 plus. Remember, in the beginning, they were saying his market was around that 33 million a year average, which we knew.
Almost laughed.
We knew we wasn't giving him that. And as you can see, he didn't even get that from them. He kind of got it when you add the incentives too, but besides that, he ain't get it. And he probably know where the Browns going with it. You know, we're looking to find a quarterback in the draft as well. You know, they worked out Cam Ward today. I know we want him. Chances are we might not get him. I don't know if you've seen when the Titans was representing them, the whole upper echelon of the Titans organization was there at his pro day, including the owner.
They took him to dinner.
When the whole upper management or echelon show up, you know they probably invested in you, or they probably want you. Us, we know we did a private workup. Browns probably know they're not gonna get Cam Ward, so they probably, you know, they still worked him out. Still haven't talked to them. If he there, I think we're gonna take him, and I think where we were going with it. As far as Russ probably knew that this wasn't a long-term deal. This was until we get our guy.
He ain't got a long-term deal in New York.
He don't, but if we would have got
Winston deal longer,
a lot shorter.
Jameis Winston deal longer than Russell Wilson.
Yeah, that's crazy. Talk to
I ain't see that one coming.
Yeah, I mean that's like
he got a 2 year, $8.8 million deal. I mean, you know,
it's still a lot less money though.
He's the backup, so they paid him backup money. All right, what I think gonna happen, Russ probably felt though that the Giants will give him a better shot at winning. I don't see how.
Yeah, I don't
But
see
the money talk, and I also felt that the lifestyle. You know, he lived in Pittsburgh for a year, and you know his wife is Sierra, so I feel like New York was a bigger stage for Russell Wilson at this time.
I think at
I
this
think it
point
was
in
a
his
family
career,
decision.
I think at this point in his career, like I don't even really think that matter, like for real, as far as like the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I mean I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just think
No, but
it's
that's
just,
understandable. But
yeah,
I feel
like
as though that I feel it was because really, if you compare the rosters between the Giants and the Browns got the better defense.
Right.
They got a better receiving core besides Neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Other than Neighbors, who do the Giants got? Darius and Slayton. Is he really better than Cedric Tillman or Jerry Judy? You know what I'm saying? So other than that, the running backs, you know, we're going to get a running back in the draft. Maybe we'll bring back Chubb. But Russ went with the money. The center-based contract probably brought him there more because it got to him the $21 million. And the Browns probably was offering, look, we'll give you 12 or 30. I think they probably try to get close to the 20, but it really wasn't 20 million. So he picked the Giants because of the money and the lifestyle. I feel that.
I mean, I get it. If you said lifestyle, far as like you know,
In a big market,
whatever. But yeah, 21 million. That's a lot for us. I don't understand either. You know what I'm saying? Maybe besides the money, I think that was the main reason why he ended up in New York. Because again, the situation from Cleveland to New York is completely different. I feel like we're in a better situation than New York. Jets or Giants, however you want to put it. You know what I'm saying? Like the only question mark that we have is our quarterback play.
right?
And Russ could have filled that hole at least for this year. Hell, played decent. You know what I'm saying? Probably could have brought him back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like after this season, but I guess it was a good move. Would you say, Peacock?
I mean to cut you off and say not only that, how many more of these $21+ million contracts do he have left in his career?
None. He really didn't get 21.
I think if we already think that's too much for him, and you know other teams think that's too much, he probably know he got to take what he can get at this point.
How many years Russ been in the league now?
Huh?
How many years Russ been in?
14. I think.
Okay.
I want to see his contract. What incentives is his contract? How he can make the 21 million? Is it he throw for over 3,000 yards? He get 5 million. If they make the playoffs, he get another 5. I would like to see how he can accrue that much money through the incentives, because the incentives is just you got to hit them marks. You just
it definitely, to me, it definitely can't be about the winning or whatever, because motherfucker, you went to a division with the Super Bowl champions,
exactly,
the Dallas Cowboys,
and the Washington Commanders,
who got significantly better.
Right. Maybe even for the challenge
last year.
That's probably 6 more losses. Right so there.
It got look, Sierra probably said, hey babe, better get that 21 million.
Yeah. No, she was like, hey babe, we need to go. You about to retire. I need to start making some more music. We gotta go to New York.
I think they set far as that wise. But hey, Russ made the move that Russ felt he needed to make for him, his family,
right,
for his career. Do I think it was a good decision for him? No. I feel like Cleveland would have been in the best position, you know, play action team. You know, can got a defense that could back him. You know, like what he had in Pittsburgh, but I feel our defense was better than Pittsburgh's. But Russ, good luck. You know what I'm saying? Good luck with the bright lights in New York City, and you know,
right. And plus, I think systematically, the Browns' offense probably run better than New York's offense. So,
okay, Peacock, you touched on it a little bit with the Cam Ward. So, Kels, to piggyback off of that, what's next for us? What do we really do now? Like, are we gonna rely on Kenny Pickett?
No.
Can you see them trying to really go after Kirk Cousins, or do you think
Yes.
we're gonna hit in the draft? See that Kirk Cousins situation, man. It's just hard for me to like. Damn, we just traded a 5th round pick for Pickett, so now we're gonna trade some more draft picks to get another quarterback.
It only gonna take because what's gonna happen, Kirk Cousins already came on record saying that he gonna waive his no trade clause after the draft to make sure make sure the team that he get drafted to don't have a younger quarterback to replace him. Just like Atlanta. Like I said, what did I say with Atlanta? When I said Atlanta pick Michael Penix, what I said? I said that's the end of Kirk Cousins.
Mm-hmm. You did.
I was like, that's the end of Kirk Cousins.
You did.
So what he waiting for? So the Browns most likely could call if we get all the money. If we can let's just say we pay some of the money, we could give him at least a 4th round draft pick for Kirk, which we got. I think we got 3. We got 3 threes. We got like 2 4s, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta look it up, but I feel as though that would be better than going to pick either Shador or somebody else. But I want to do a Carter.
At this point, would you be willing to bring Flacco back?
No.
Oh my goodness.
I don't care if Flacco.
I'm looking at as a whole where we stand now versus
no.
He's a cheaper. Well,
I'd rather get Carson
when we bring Cousins here, then we got to pay him. And
I'd rather get
look at what we on a hook for with Watson, and then you try to bring Cousins over here. Look what we on a hook for with that going forward.
I'd rather Kirk Cousins is better than Kirk Cousins is better than Flacco. I'd rather have Cousins or Cousins.
But I'm looking at the totality of the circumstances when you add in what Kirk Cousins is owed, along with what we still owe Watson, and along with what we have to give up for Cousins.
Kirk Cousins got his money. His money already guaranteed. He got his money in the bank.
You know, he still got years left on his contract going forward.
Right, but also they can pay, like I said, they pay half of the contract. We pay the other half of the contract.
That's still a lot of money.
Now, if you want to win, look, man, we got Deshaun Watson, who has not played only 19 games, and we got him $230 million.
Right.
Damn that. We go get a quarterback who is proven, or at least a little younger. All right, Carson Wentz is a little younger and cheaper than Joe Flacco. And he had a good. I mean, when he was at the Eagles, and when he had this good.
Yeah, I'd rather have Winston Flacco too. Like, let me ask you this, Peacock, because I see you one of the ones. And you know, it's how you feel. It's your opinion, and you're at right to have that opinion about what I'm about to ask you. What's up with Flacco? Why did that? You know what I'm saying? It's because this ain't the first time you mentioned Flacco's name, but
yeah,
why is everybody so uppity on bringing Joe Flacco back?
For one, you look at our situation. How many options do we have left? Maybe plot twist. We get Rodgers here, but do you really think we gonna get Rodgers here?
No.
You know, Rodgers wants some money. Can we pay Rodgers? Shit, we couldn't even pay Russ.
So I don't think Russ is worth $21 million though.
We can't, and you know Rodgers gonna get more than that.
We weren't even thinking about Rodgers.
I'm looking at Rodgers.
What have Flacco?
There was more if he was willing to come here or not.
What have Flacco did for you? You know what I'm saying?
You can't say we had a nice run with Flacco when he came out.
That ended with him throwing 2 pick sixes, a total of 3 interceptions. And
by that time, our offensive line, you got to look at it. Our offensive line was depleted at that point.
Our offensive line was depleted when he first came.
No, we weren't that bad. Injuries occurred along the line. Go back and look at it. We were at that time in that playoff game, out of our 11 starters, we only had 5 on the field at that time. Oh, everybody else was out due to injury. Anytime you missing that many of your starters to the point where you only got 5 left in a playoff game, what do that have to do with Flacco's performance? he was getting blitzed. He was getting hit left and right. So yeah, he started forcing some passes.
He was getting blitzed because that defense.
Also, don't forget Cooper wasn't on the field either. He also got injured. So his top receiver also went down.
But that
don't act like that don't matter. That don't matter.
That game, the same thing was happening to Flacco throughout the season, though. That's what I'm saying.
Man.
Okay, let me ask this question.
This whole thing.
Let me ask this question.
But anybody know anytime you lose that many starters off your team, starters, not just backup players, role players, starters, that you in a bad situation.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If Flacco was so good, why the coach went out and got Daniel Jones? To complete
because at that point, maybe they don't. I'm not looking at what he did then. I'm not looking at what he did over there. I'm not looking at what he did over there. I was just saying. I'm just saying, due to our situation, would you consider that not like, oh, y'all, we got to go get him? I'm saying due to the position that we're left in, due to what's left to choose from.
No,
because we don't have much to choose from. Y'all talking about do we go and with Kenny Pickett?
I'd rather see Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna even lie. He's a lot younger.
Too.
He a lot younger.
We were talking about bringing in the vet. I was speaking on veterans only because that's it. That's what we were bringing in, not just quarterback. Period. It was said vets. What vets are out there for us to choose from?
There's a whole lot of vets out there to choose from.
Reasonable. Come on, Kills. Reasonable because ain't that many vets names being thrown around.
You talk about quarterbacks?
You
just said I'm talking about vets. He talking
about quarterbacks, Kills. He talking about
quarterback vets because you just said vets. Like
we stay on topic. We talking about quarterbacks. Right? Carson Wentz quarterbacks, right? Why would I be talking about anything else if we were talking about quarterbacks?
Carson Wentz is a vet.
Got him.
Carson Wentz is a vet.
Okay, I'll take Carson Wentz over Joe Flacco right now.
Yeah, okay, you got Ryan Tannehill who's out there.
I'll take him over Flacco right now.
He's a vet. Right. You got who else? Who else out there?
Well, right now, who is it?
You got Gardner with the Chiefs. You got
who else?
It's a quarterbacks off, but you got them two quarterbacks that are better right now.
I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to see Flacco back here because of the little magical run he had, man. But to come in and to be the starting quarterback for 17 weeks, I said it then, and I'm gonna say it now. He's a year older. I don't think he'll be able to hold that up. And again, I agree with you on this point, Kills. If Flacco was really him, that dude or whatever it is, I ain't gonna really say him, but as good as people making him out to be because of that magical run, when they bench Anthony Richardson, if they knew they weren't gonna keep Flacco, he could even keep the starting job there. You know what I'm saying? They went back to Anthony Richardson.
I don't think they had.
When he did get the chance to start, it wasn't like Flacco was lighting up the joint. Yeah, Flacco hell, you might as well say we had a Flacco and the younger Jameis Winston. They both doing the same goddamn shit, throwing the ball deep, throwing for 300, 400 yards, interceptions here, there, 2-3 picks. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. No, I mean, I don't hate Flacco. I don't dislike Flacco. I just feel like that Flacco experience. You know what I'm saying? Like
everything had to be
dude
right.
Dude would sit on the couch for weeks, so he was fresh. He was fresh.
Right. as you can see when he came into training camp and all that, he got a little stale towards the end.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why they went out and got Daniel Jones.
Yeah, that's crazy too. To replace him, Daniel Jones. See, man, I ain't gonna hate on Daniel Jones like a lot of people do because I seen when Daniel Jones got some type of talent around him that that's how he got his contract. That you know what I'm saying? Right. He had talent around him, but again,
Daniel Jones ain't that bad. He got to be in the right situation and right in the right scheme to perform.
Yeah.
But he ain't $40 million worth though.
Whatever Cleveland about to do, they need to do it quick because the draft is right around the corner. Whether they gonna go quarterback, defense.
You know what might be interesting though? Y'all have
they trade the pick. What's up?
Did they trade it with the Giants?
The Giants got the third pick.
Got the third pick. We got the second. Let's just say they do want Shedeur, and we fake like we want Shedeur, and get another draft pick out of it.
How bad y'all want that second pick, New York?
Yeah, right.
How bad y'all want it? You know, I want
They
this,
will,
I want that.
man.
Look, then that movie Draft Day coming to play. So, y'all know me. Actually, what they should do, hit me up. The Browns, y'all can hit me up if that deal was to come across y'all screens. I'll make it happen for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'll make it happen. You know, I get the deal done. You know, y'all know that. Y'all know, you know. But that's neither here nor there. Man, NCAA tournament. We were just talking about that last week as well. Juju Watkins, unfortunate ACL tear ended her season, man. I was like, wait, really wanted to see her and Paige Buckner go at it in the next round,
yeah,
man.
Nice.
Huh?
I said that would have been nice. Paige
That would have been nice, but now unfortunately we ain't gonna get it because she went down. So we're gonna talk about her and Cooper Flag, but right now Juju Watkins, man. So how y'all feeling about the injury for her, man? Do y'all think that was her last game at USC, or do she come back and run it back one more year coming off that injury?
That injury was devastating to the USC program because
College
it looked like
period.
Right, because it looked like it was a collision course with Paige Bucker and her, and South, and you know,
which I feel like we would have got robbed as fans because that's a game you want to see in the final. I mean, final
right.
four or maybe even the championship game. So,
right, but it depends on if she want to go to the WNBA. I don't know how do women get NIL too, because that's the thing I would think about. Because if I get the NIL like the men's sports get the NIL, I might stay another year to try to get a national championship, you know, to bring that to USC. But it's devastating. She was on a roll. She is a great player. I mean, she took that team to somewhere that women's basketball in USC says Cheryl Miller. You know what I'm saying? So it's a devastating loss for the USC Trojans and Juju. But I feel like she was gonna come back to prove herself. If that NIL money is good, hey, I stay in college.
Yeah. Talk to me, Peacock.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Especially anytime a player like that, or player period, go down, especially with that type of injury. You know, for some people that can be career ending. Some people never come back from that, or some people come back but never the same.
Never the same.
Hopefully hers is not as bad. Hopefully she got youth on her side. You know, you think about it. I guess that's one of the things you got to decide. Do you try to come back and run it back for another season, or you got to probably evaluate or see where your stock is or your value to the NBA, WNBA is at this point. See where they got you ranked. See if it's worth going back, or should you just go ahead and make that decision to move on? And it's like that's a hard one. And you look at what she was doing. You look at she was like 24, 7, and 3. That's a lot to replace off a team. Even though USC they went on a win, but you look at the significance of the injury and then the timing of the injury. So I guess it's just one of them things where
she's gonna be out. She's gonna be out for a minute too. You know what I'm saying? Like even if she comes back, you know what I'm saying, or
miss a significant part.
Yeah, or go to the pros. That's why in a situation like that, I feel like, and see this is tough, man. The way the world is nowadays, it's tough because you don't want to pass up, even coming off an injury like this. You don't want to pass up an opportunity to get that big opportunity, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying?
Because somebody be
one or two.
But at the same point in time, it's like, all right, I wanted to get one more year of college ball and coming off an injury like that to get herself really ready to hit them pros. You know what I'm saying? To hit the WNBA. But I don't want her to miss an opportunity. But that's a tough one and unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? That happened to a player of her caliber, a player that that had excitement going in the women's game, a player that player of the year, possibly candidate between her and Paige Buckner.
Man.
And I really wanted to see that matchup, man. But unfortunately, we're not gonna get it, man. But Wishing her a speedy and good recovery. And whatever decision she made, man, I'm pretty sure she's gonna make it for the best of her career, whether that's come back and get herself really ready for the W, or take it to the pros. But I know either way it go, I believe a team will risk, like kind of like how they did Joel Embiid. Still draft her, even though she coming up with that injury, have her sit. Trusting the process with her, what I'm saying?
That's why I said that she might have to take it.
Yeah.
I still think she'll be one or two pick, just her talent alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just her talent alone. And like you said, let her sit for a minute and strengthen that knee and come back strong.
Mm-hmm. Right. Facts, I agree. Your boy Cooper Flag, man, best player in the country.
I do not like Duke players.
Came back for the tournament. You said you like him?
I can't stand Duke players, but all of them. Never liked to do. Can't stand them.
You an NC guy?
No, I'm still an Ohio State guy. We never had no players, but
I'm just saying, as far as like that rivalry between them two schools.
I hate North Carolina too.
I ain't gonna say I hate them, but just because everybody favorite
Jordan
basketball player ever, which is nothing. I ain't gonna get on.
But no, I mean, I just wanted to say that. Go ahead.
Y'all feel like he won and done, and if so, is he NBA ready?
Well, Cooper Flag is 6'9", 240. He ready. Cooper Flag was the #1 rated college basketball player coming into college. Right now, he averages at 18.7 points a game, 7.5 rebounds, and 4.2, and shooting 48.8% and 36.2% for three. So yeah, he ready. He got the body. He got the skill set. The way he plays like an NBA player. As you can see, he got nice handles. He can help a team. So this one he one and done. He is, unless he really like college basketball, he really like college, he's one and done. There's nothing he can prove in college. There's nobody else at his level that he can prove to, except take it to the NBA. So he one and done for me.
Yeah, I would say if you look at maybe where he may be rated as far as his NBA prospects, if you look at that and then they got you all the way up there, why come back for another year? I think you got to go ahead and seize the moment and take that opportunity. I mean, like Kel said, what do you have more to prove? You rated the top in the country. You're doing this as a freshman. There was another player that almost went to college. He became favorite to the NBA, but before they changed that rule, he could have been in this same position. He could have been coming out going straight in. So I'll say that he probably go ahead, be one and done. He ranked up there. Go ahead, seize the moment, take the opportunity, and let his skills progress with the at the big show.
Yeah, I feel like these one of those situations to where you need the right representatives around you. Meaning Cooper Flag, people representing him to make that big decision and the right decision. Again, we all know he's going to be the top pick in the NBA draft if he come out. He's the top pick. They say the Spurs.
Oh, that would be funny.
How lucky they is.
That would be funny as hell.
End up with him. So yeah, he got the right people around him making the right decisions. Cooper Flag, I'm here. So I'm one of those guys that'll make the right decision for you. I'm here, agent, GM, it don't matter. I get the job done for you. But I think he NBA ready too. And like you said, if he go to the Spurs, they take a fuck around and get him, Wemby. Then you got a Fox coming back. Woo!
And Stephon Castle and
Vassell
and right, and Kendall Johnson. Man, you know what I would think? I would think it'd be like that Patrick Ewing thing, back in the day. How they just
that's like the Philadelphia
players and where they want.
That'd be the 76ers all over again. When it was getting Ben Wallace and I said Ben Wallace. Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons and how they get Lou
Markelle Fultz. They got like 3 #1 in a row.
In a row.
Like
Right.
Y'all was trying like hell to get this team a NBA title. So
Man, trying like a motherfucker, and that shit just did not pan out at all. Look at them now. A team that the Cavs could probably be seeing in the playoffs, Eastern Conference Finals, maybe if things stay the way it is, and we continue to keep playing good basketball like we are playing. Jason Tatum went down with an ankle injury. It's not season ending, I believe, but it's significant enough that it may keep him out for a while. How big of an impact do you think this is on the Celtics? Peacock.
Well, he a big part of their team, defensive and offensively. So anytime you lose a player of that caliber, it's never a good thing, especially when it's this close to the playoffs. Now, due to the makeup of their team, I think they'd be all right because even with time without them, they're still 5-1 without them. So that shows that they can still win without them. But when you go into the playoffs, it's a different ball game when you're not playing, different teams. You're playing the same team, which is also a playoff team, over and over again. And it's harder to win 4 games in a 7-game series when it's the same team and it's a nice team that you're playing against. So I guess we're gonna have to see. But as of right now, they're 5-1. They're still winning. They just got to keep finding the right chemistry, keeping it going.
I think I think it becomes a big deal for them if he's going to be out. If he's one of those high ankle sprain type things, and he's not going to be available, until the first round of the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it'd be a big impact. Then again, I can't say that because I don't think Boston really care about getting that number 1 seed. And I think they kind of got it in their head that we go get that, meaning the Cavs go get that number 1 seed. So they really trying to keep the Knicks off their ass for that number 2 seed. Now, if the Knicks are anywhere close to them, I think it could be a big factor for them because I don't think Boston want to fall down to that 3rd seed because they'll probably be facing the 6th seed, which could be the Detroit Pistons, which to me will be a tough out against anybody in the first round of the playoffs. You got Kay Cunningham, you got Jalen Duran playing good basketball, Tobias Harris having a sort of resurgent season over there in Detroit. So I think Boston don't want –
Jaden Ivey ain't back, is he?
No, he ain't back. So I don't think Boston want to fall down to that 3rd. So I think it depends on where the Knicks at close to Boston as far as what I think it could be a big impact or not for the Celtics. Because if they ain't nowhere near them, I think they'll be all right. They won't drop in the standings. But if they 2-3 games from them, 4 games possibly, can the Celtics hold it down? Yeah, they got a good enough team to be able to do that. But I think it'll be tough. And I think then that injury to Tatum will become significant because I don't think Boston want to drop down to that 3rd seed and possibly face a Detroit Pistons team.
Well, the injury is significant because they trying to go in there healthy, and you want to go into the playoffs healthy. Mm-hmm. But they still got Jaylen Brown. Porzingis is playing well. They still got Horford. They still got Derek White and them boys. They go start. They probably most likely go have the number 2 seed. I feel like they might try to bruise Tatum into it. And I really don't think if they at number 2, I really don't think they don't care if Tatum. I mean, they care if Tatum come back, but I still think they can win that series without Tatum and try to get him healthy throughout the playoffs.
Okay, well I guess we could pretty much say Boston got the number 2 seed. They got a significant lead over the Knicks. It looked like it's a 7.5, 8-game lead over the Knicks for that 2nd seed. So
I think they might rest him a little bit more.
Okay.
To get him healthy and see how he goes. But they really don't need him throughout this playoff. I mean, they, like you said, they already locked up the number 2. They probably really considered the number 1 seed with the Cavaliers.
Right.
So just get him healthy and go from there. But the way Boston plays, you know how Jaylen Brown like to step up without Tatum. So Jaylen Brown going to take on the scoring role. So it's okay, but it's not a big deal with Boston. They played without him before, and they won without him before. So,
do you think they can sustain that? throughout the playoffs.
The first round they can. When they get to the second round and to the they can't.
Okay. So right now, let's a high ankle sprain is normally what in football
6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks. Okay, so that's like a month and a half. We can say. This is what March, so we're looking at April, and then a couple of weeks
in May. June.
No, the playoffs really start in May. The finals is like in June.
Okay, so you say May. He should be, if they rest him properly, he probably be ready for like the first round of the playoffs.
So okay, and then coming off of that, let's just say right now the let's just say the number 7 seed go to the Hawks.
Oh, I think they can beat the Hawks without Jason Tatum.
I don't know. That'll be
might be tough.
That'll be a tough.
It might be tough, but I think they can still beat them without Jason Tatum.
I think, yeah, but I don't know. That could be tough because then when he come back, is he gonna still have the same explosiveness as he had before the injury?
That's always a factor. That's always a factor.
You got to look at re-injuring his ankle. That's always like a realistic situation. He can re-injure it. I mean, one little small roll or coming down on somebody's shoe or one little pivot, you can re-injure that ankle easily. Yeah, so I think all that has to be taken into account for, and then you got to wonder if they rush him back, like if they get in trouble, are they going to try to speed up his return a little bit? I guess
if they get in trouble, he gonna try to speed up his time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Especially if they in trouble, he gonna try to.
He gonna want to come back and help.
Yeah, y'all want to do that because you can really put more pressure on yourself and possibly re-aggravate that ankle injury. So again, we'll see. As Kels was as a competitor, I don't want to see this happen because I really do want to see us in the Eastern Conference Finals against Boston to see where we stand at. We made moves to accommodate in case that happened. We played Boston, so and then I don't want no excuses and no people crying when we get to the final. Hey, that nigga Boston was hurt, and I don't want to hear none of that. Because we was
I don't care what my fault. You know my motto. I don't care. It's my fault. He ain't get.
It happened to us.
It happened to us last year.
Hey, man.
We'll see, but again, speedy recovery to him as well, man. I hope it ain't no significant type injury. And again,
high ankle sprain hurts.
Yeah, they hurt. Again, if you need representation on getting what you need, Jason Tatum, holla at your boy. Today is for me promote my representative. What, Kel?
I see you becoming Blaze for the Miami Dolphins. The Miami team.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Come down.
I'm just saying, like I tell all y'all, all my work.
What would be your agency name? Spivey and Spivey? Law firm? Or would it be Ghost Spivey Inc.?
I don't know. That Peacock tell it be Lonzo Victor Inc. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I'm just saying. Like I tell y'all, if y'all want to be the best, y'all need to be surrounded and hire the best, right? That's how I mean.
All right, Rick Flynn.
Kels, you of all people is going to get a first-hand experience of that.
No, I'm not.
First-hand experience. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not.
When I finally make you relevant, you know what I'm saying?
I'm always relevant. You might not think I'm relevant. I'm relevant to myself.
Hey, you always want to be relevant to yourself. I'm just saying.
I don't care if nobody don't think I'm relevant. I know I am.
I'm just saying to get you to where you want to be. And we all know where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you may need a little.
That's what I'm gonna be, a champion, a true champ. So
I'm with you, Peacock. Nothing else to be said, man. That's how Kels feel. We go roll with it. The Lakers, we all know the Lakers and the Mavericks made the trade, the AD Luka trade. The Lakers started off hot, winning. They're going 9-3 in their first 12 games, I believe. Luka started finding his rhythm. Hell, right now he's still, getting better with the Lakers. But let me ask y'all this. Now that they got a handful of games in, do you think the Luka trade right now is hurting the Lakers, or it really is making them better? And how you feel about Luka ball dominance over there in LA, especially with having a caliber player like LeBron James on the team?
I think it's been an improvement. I won't say he hurting them, but they sometimes it still take players a while to gel together. This summer they ain't even had a half of a season together yet. But before the trade, they were sitting in 5th place at like 28-19. Right after the trade, they went on a 16-3 run. And then, LeBron went down for a little bit. And some of their notable losses, they lost twice to the Bucks, they lost to the Nuggets, and then they also lost to the Celtics. And that little, after they went on that big run. And then they went kind of like on a 6-6 stretch. So now it's like they dropped back down a few spots, but it's only about a few games. They sitting at, I think, 43 wins?
I think they're 5th place right now.
Yeah, 43 and 28. So they still in a decent spot. And LeBron just came back. So if he don't go out with an injury, they on the court together, still building their chemistry as a team as a whole. But when LeBron came back, that was the first time they was all back together again. So in reality, I think he's still helping the team, because you just look at what they did when they first started. And that's not even just with a few games. That was under 20 games. And they went on that 16-3 run. So I think it's still a positive for them, especially going forward.
Kills, let me ask you this. Do you think the ball dominance of Luka is what could be the Lakers' downfall going forward in the season and possibly into the playoffs? Again, like I said, what happened to a guy like LeBron James on your team, which that's the only thing that I questioned about this trade from the beginning was how was that going to work out? And then especially come in crunch time when you got two guys who IQ as high as they is on the basketball court, and Luka and LeBron, and two guys that need the ball in their hand to make their team really successful. I feel like LeBron could play off ball more than Luka. But do you think, again, the ball dominance of Luka can have a big negative impact on the Lakers moving forward and going into the playoffs?
Well, I don't think if Luka is smarter than what we say he's smarter is, he will rely on LeBron in the playoffs, because LeBron has been there and done it. He there to learn how to win, to get to the championship. So I feel that LeBron will have the ball more in a playoff setting than Luka.
But Luka got that in him, though.
He go look.
Like, do he got that thought process? Because I feel what you said. LeBron, you've been there, done that, kind of like yourself. Twine, you've been there, done that. So I'm gonna rely on you, Twine. You know what I'm saying? Which
okay.
I appreciate the compliment that way. But
right,
Luka had that. Do you think Luka have that in him, being the type of player that he is? Meaning, the recognition, what he did in Dallas, therefore, do he got it?
He got it because for the simple fact is that LeBron gonna send him down and talk to him about it, and LeBron gonna show him how to do it. You know what I'm saying? LeBron gonna be like, look, LeBron gonna treat Luka like he treated Kyrie. Just think about that. When he was in Cleveland, how he treated Kyrie. He let Kyrie get his moments. You know what I'm saying? Luka gonna have his moments where it gonna be him doing his little thing, but at the end of the day, LeBron is the alpha in LA. If LeBron wants the ball, LeBron go get the ball to create more. So if Luka really want to learn, he would have to step back a little bit to learn how to win in the playoffs. So I think Luka's smart enough to do it. Will he do it? Only time will tell, because your ego and your ego and your mindset.
You know about that?
I can do this.
Yeah.
I'm the Lakers.
Yeah.
I feel LeBron would take him under his wing during the playoffs.
Peacock,
if he want to win, he'll buy in. I already know. I'm not going there with you today. No, I'm not going there with you today.
It ain't got
nothing about you. This is about me this time.
Yeah, this is about Kels. Now, what Kels just said, don't that sound familiar? Or what did that remind you of? What Kels just said. Kind of remind you of me and Kels situation, right?
What, the one coming up this fantasy season?
Yeah.
What him wanting to
No.
learn? If he want to win, hey,
See, the thing with
I got a little more faith in Kills than that.
the thing is this. You know what I'm saying? He don't think I ain't been learning. See, I've been learning. You know, I've been learning a lot. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't apply it yet.
You ain't got to buy in on his stuff to win.
On that note,
You just got to figure out your own formula.
Oh no, I got my formula. It just
that's what I'm saying. As long as you got your own formula, stick with your process.
I'm my own worst enemy. I'm my own worst nightmare.
I'd have been that too.
So I have to look myself in the mirror. I have to look myself in the mirror and say, "Stop trading, bruh."
No, you gotta look yourself in the mirror and say, "I suck." Go ahead, Peacock. Luka the Lakers.
Man, man, y'all silly, man.
Hey, he know I don't suck, so it's cool.
No, I don't think you do, but hey.
And like I said once again, I don't care unless I know he do.
Man,
Peacock, Luka hurting. Oh well, you answered it already. My bad. See, Kels, you got me all discombobulated, man. Like I can't.
Hey, that's that mad game.
Nah, that's that craziness you talking. But again, I do feel like I feel you, Kels. If Luka can get that into his head and take a step back, we all know how dominant Luka Doncic can be. But then again, Luka is coming off a season where he just went to the NBA Finals. Unfortunately, they lost to the Celtics. But you could tell in the finals that Luka really didn't. I don't want to say have it.
Kyrie.
Huh? Yeah,
it was on Kyrie.
Yeah.
So he can do it, but LeBron is a bigger present. You know, his presence alone, and Luka look over there, but like, he been there. And you know, LeBron gonna make the best basketball decision anyway. So Luka might get the ball in his hand anyway. You feel what I'm saying?
I agree. We'll see. And I think JJ Redick will be able to put the boys in the right position.
Man, JJ Redick is the luckiest first-time coach in NBA history.
Why is that?
That motherfucker. Look. I know if I'm Darren Ham, I am pissed.
Why?
You fire me, you go out and trade Luka. You go out and trade for Luka.
He had Bron and AD.
Okay, right. But it's not. But still, he only had 1 year, and did they almost make the playoff that year?
I think they did.
They made the playoff.
They lost to Denver.
We made the playoff. You fired me to go get JJ Redick, and then you trade for the best player in the NBA right now, in Luka.
You had LeBron and AD.
And then you come and you hire a first year coach. That's another thing. I don't think JJ Redick all that as a coach.
I can't say he is. I can't say he ain't. What I can say is he got the Lakers in the playoffs right now. He got the team playing like
that's
he's
LeBron
a candidate for coach of the year. You say what?
That's LeBron and Luka. LeBron coaching.
Hey.
Wow.
He inherited that.
Wow. Man, listen. Just give JJ Redick his credit, man. Like a lot of questions came into this season as far as will he be able to coach this team? Will he be able to do something that Darvin Ham couldn't? How far can he get the Lakers, whatever? And he got the Lakers playing great basketball. If it wasn't for the injury to LeBron James and Luka missing a couple of games, the Lakers would still probably be in the second seed right now, in my opinion. Still in second seed.
They probably will because they're playing great. They will.
Great basketball.
I'll admit to that. They will.
So give JJ Redick his credit, man. He coach of the year candidate along with him. And I believe Kenny Atkins should be up there. JB Bickerstaff should be up there. The job he doing in Detroit. But JJ Redick, man, Kells, put some respect on his name. MLB season I think it started Thursday. We got our first game Thursday.
Tomorrow, yep.
Against,
game on now.
against the Royals
Yep. Then that game.
and our Guardians. Repeat as Central Division champions. Can they do it, Kels?
Yes. Yes. The only competition we have to look forward to is the Tigers and maybe the Twins. We have to replace Josh Naylor, 31 home runs. And I feel with Carl Mazzardo and Carlos Santana, they can as a combined group. Santana hit for 23 home runs last year. Mazzardo only had 145 at bats, but he only hit 5 home runs. But I'm looking for a big uptake in Mazzardo at bats. So if they play big Christmas, it might be they could get add on some more home runs, but he's not going to hit for average, but he's going to hit for home runs, maybe a little more strikeouts and walks than most things. Is J Ram going to still be J Ram? And our pitcher staff got, when Shane Bieber come back off, because he still got that elbow injury.
Tommy John surgery.
Would that be a good thing? Can Tristan McKenzie come back and pitch the way he used to pitch? That is the key. Because we still got
to get some weight on him first. Shit, the damn baseball heavier than his ass.
Hey, but our bullpen gonna still be the best in the majors.
McKenzie, man. Shout out to McKenzie.
Our bullpen gonna be the best in the majors. We still got Clase. We still got them boys in the bullpen. So yes, I think we can repeat. I'm just concerned about our offense because we might be winning a lot of games 1-0.
Besides Naylor, who did we lose on offense?
We lost Neighbor, Jimenez.
We
lost Neighbor and Jimenez, but Neighbor was the big one because we lost 31 home runs.
Our first round draft pick from last year, what position he played? Second base, is it?
Yeah, I forgot his name, but he supposed to be able to hit, but we won't see him till 7 years from now.
No, he got some action last season.
It's the
rookie.
No, I thought Mazzardo was the one that we traded for.
No, I said if I'm not mistaken, I believe the rookie last year got a little bit of action.
Okay,
being called up from the minors or whatever.
I don't recall, but that's how we got to win. We got to win by pitching. And hopefully we have a explosion in our offense for somebody that's unexpected. Because right now, our 1 through 9 is Quan. Maybe they're gonna put J Ram in the second spot, and from there on, I don't know who gonna hit. Carlos Santana, he's 30-some years old now.
He can still hit though.
So,
this is third. Is this his second or third stint with us? Second.
This about his 45. I don't know. He been with.
We'll lose or get him back. Peacock and MVP. That's champions.
I'll say we can because we, even in the power rankings, we right in the middle of. They got us, Chicago, and KC all kind of together in that little bunch. But I think, they got us in. They got Detroit. When they got Detroit, they got us right there with Detroit and
I'm about to say Chicago. Lost 100-some games last year.
Hey, but when you lose certain players, it's kind of hard to tell this early in the season when it comes to the baseball if you just don't. What you have
long season, man. Long season.
Because they didn't expect us to do what we did last year. And even the year before that, they kept saying we were overachieving and all that, and our offense wasn't going to be able to
we did come out hot.
We started out hot, kind of tailed up, but then we kind of we stayed consistent. As long as our pitching there, I think we'd be able to manufacture runs, which is what we're good at, because we don't have too many big bats right now. I guess once the season gets started and we'll be able to see, might be in the first quarter of the season, kind of where we are.
Oh, we traded for Nolan Jones too. I forgot about that. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
we just got 162 games. That's a lot of games.
That's a lot of games.
You really want to know where we at till probably like the All-Star game.
That's a lot of damn games, man, to be out there, and in the goddamn summertime too.
Man,
and the heat. playing some damn baseball. Like I went to a baseball game one time. My whole life, I went to one day game. I said I'll never do it again.
Oh, that's fun. You
That
only
is
went to one?
In the summertime,
You went to one of the 1 o'clock games and 105 starts or 12:05
man,
starts?
listen, yep, hot as hell. And maybe because once again, my dumb ass, you know, and what's crazy is I was at JD house. It was me and JD, I believe. We ended up going to the game, so I was over there. And I think we went on a humble. It was just something let's go down to the game. So I ain't really had none of my Indians gear or nothing over there. So my dumb ass, not only is we down there, they was playing the Pittsburgh Pirates. I had to wear a damn Pittsburgh Pirates jersey, black at that. I said, "Oh no, never again." So I don't know if it was because of that or because it was just hot. It was still hot as hell down there. I said I would never go to another day game again in my life in the summer.
Man, them games, the base is going to a game is better than watching it on TV.
No,
Definitely.
I will go to a game. I'll go to a night game. That's it.
I went to
I'm
like
not going to no more, especially in the summertime. I'm not going to no more day games. It's too hot for that shit. It's too
I
hot.
almost call a foul ball.
Man, we're gonna have to make that happen this season. You know what?
What? Make what happen?
Go
Going
to
to
the
a game. I ain't say day game. I said going to a game.
Oh,
Going to a game.
you know what?
Hey, no games. Hey, no games don't start at 1:05. I think they be started at 3:30.
No, I done been to a 105 game before.
I'm talking about now.
It's always something that starts.
I don't last year.
Never,
I just look for them.
3:30.
never
You
again.
only gonna be there. You only gonna be there for 2 hours. How they pitch?
Man, listen. I said
in that sun at that time.
What? I said back then. Back then, those games was like 2.5, almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like what?
Man.
I think we end up leaving. I said, man, I gotta go. I cannot do this. I cannot do this. I'm not doing that no more. So the Guardians, y'all want to catch me down there watching y'all?
7:05
on day games. I support y'all on the TV, watching through the TV. I come to the playoff games at night. You know what I'm saying? Let me get them 7:05 games. You know what I'm saying? When that sub on the set. And I'm good. But
playoff.
I feel like
it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be in October. It's gonna be cold.
I would deal with that. I would deal with that than that heat. I would deal with the cold over the heat any day of the week. But yeah, I hope the Guardians can repeat. I want them to repeat as Central Division champions. I want the ultimate goal is getting to the championship and winning the World Series. But like y'all said, our pitcher got to step up. Our pitcher got to come in, guns blazing, and I agree with you, Kills. Offensively, we got to find some more bats that'll help out Jose and the other big bat that you can say we have, which is Big Christmas. We do got to replace Naylor and his hits and home runs. Hopefully we could get that from Carlos Santana, and I forget his name. Huh?
I'm looking for Marzano to pick.
Yeah, Marzano too. So I think the Guardians can do it, man. I think right now we own that division. I don't think a team is really gonna take that from us.
Detroit gonna be tough.
Detroit gonna be tough because of their pitcher. They
always play us tough.
Yeah, they always play us tough. But
we used to whoop on them. We used to whoop on them, and then it was just this year they beat us a lot. But we used to whoop on Detroit.
But was that Ace Schobel? I mean, not Schobel.
Whatever.
Scoville, something like that. Yeah, they're gonna be tough just because of him alone. Excuse me. I appreciate everybody that tuned in to this episode of the Antoine Spivey Show, man, with myself, Kills, and Peacock. Sorry for the beat down y'all received again today. No, good job, fellas, as always. Appreciate everybody that tuned in on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content like y'all received today. And don't forget to keep tuning in to the Diva Spivey Media Network. We on it popping. We ain't going nowhere but up. Y'all stay safe. We're going to catch y'all Friday for Pick One, Sip One. May have a little surprise for y'all. Y'all stay safe. Catch y'all Friday for myself, Peacock and Kills. We out of here, y'all. Deuces.
Like